Hello everyone, this is Xiumei Han from NatureServe. Today I'm going to share with you the biodiversity indicators dashboard. Sorry I couldn't join you in Bangkok. I would like to thank Lilibeth and Sheila at the ACB for the invitation and for giving me the opportunity to do it through this video presentation. For those who may not be familiar with NatureServe, we are a non-profit conservation organization, and our mission is to provide scientific basis for the effective conservation actions. Historically, NatureServe and its network had more work done in the Western Hemisphere, while the dashboard project discussed today is an effort globally, including the Southeast Asia Mekong Basin countries, where we partnered with the ACB to generate and visualize many of the regional indicators. This project started 4 years ago with funding support from the MacArthur Foundation, and by working with a wide range of international partners, we aim to provide an indicator visualization and communication tool to measure the success and the challenges toward conservation. This project used to focus on the 3 MacArthur focal regions, but now, after the 4 years of prototyping development, we are just moving into the implementation phase for the next 3 years, and we will expand the project to global coverage. Today, I will first give an overview of the biodiversity indicators dashboard, followed by a discussion of the future directions, and then I'll briefly describe 2 examples of applications supported by the dashboard. One is about how to fill data gaps by comparing the national generated indicators and the globally disaggregated indicators in the tropical Andes countries. And another one is about a assessment on the conservation investment effectiveness in Cambodia. Dashboard in general provide intuitive data visualization to quickly convey essential informations, like these 2 examples show. The Biodiversity Indicators Dashboard provides analysis, visualization, and communication of time series datasets on biodiversity status and trends. It provides visualization of multiple indicators at multiple spatial scales. It has an interactive and user-friendly platform. It communicates progress towards conservation targets and supports the evaluation of conservation impact. This is our homepage. The URL is on top. We adopted the pressure state response benefit indicator framework. On the right, you'll see that each indicator are tied to a Aichi biodiversity target that it can help the country to monitor the progress. Clicking one of the lighted icon, you'll be taken to the next dashboard map page displaying the corresponding indicator, or you can click map on the top or click explore indicators in the orange box. You'll be taken to the dashboard map page too. Next, I'd like to show you some examples of dashboard indicators at multiple scales. This is a pressure indicator of forest cover trend displayed at basin scale. Clicking an interested basin, a window will pop up with the exact value of forest loss rate and the yearly change on chart. From it, you see that the upper Tona Sap is one of the areas had highest forest loss rate from 2000 to 2012 in the lower Mekong Basin. This is a regional pressure indicator landscape condition that NatureServe developed to show the relative impact of different human land use on biodiversity. This is a state indicator red list index at regional scale. The indicator shows the trend in aggregated extinction risk among groups of vertebrate species. The Red List Index reflects the most recent global IUCN Red List assessment, and the trend is the average annual change between the first global assessment in 1980s and the most recent one in the first decade of 2000. This is a zoom in to the Southeast Asian countries, and the details of Thailand is showing in the pop-up window. This is another state indicator, the Red List Index for the species that are directly exploited through hunting, trapping, harvesting, and fishing. You see that these species are having a much quicker rate of extinction risk increase compared to the last indicator, which is the Red List Index for all the species. This is a response indicator, the protected area coverage of KBAS, showing at the country scale. In the pop-up window, you see the details of how it increased over time in Vietnam. This is a benefit indicator, carbon sequestration potential, showing at country scale. As we are expanding the indicator to global coverage, we have some examples as well. This is the human footprint score at basin scale. And this is the number of GEF-supported protected areas in countries. As to date, there are in total 21 indicators currently enabled on the online dashboard. The number will grow as we are constantly developing and recruiting indicators as well. Detailed metadata are available for all published indicators, and we also publish scientific papers to describe the methodology and the application of the dashboard. Some future directions. Next, we are looking into develop marine indicator dashboard as well. And we will include more protected area indicators by working with the GRC DOPA. Also, we noticed that data are not often evenly available for every country. We are developing country portal dashboard to be able to visualize more and better detailed information for specific countries. Here is an example we prototyped for Cambodia. You'll see more detailed information in the country. And we plan to develop country landing page for at least 50 countries, where you will see a summarization of the country overall status in biodiversity, protected area, ecosystem types, and other indicators related to sustainability, such as the GDP, CO2 emission, and environmental performance. Next, I'd like to briefly show you two example applications based on dashboard effort. First is that we tried to address the data gap by comparing global disaggregated indicators versus nationally reported datasets in the tropical Andes countries. We looked at the forest cover loss matrix, the IUCN Red List matrix. This shows the National Red List Index for Bolivia, the Protected Area Matrix, and the Carbon Sequestration Potential Matrix. I won't get into the details, but we found that national indicators can vary by sometimes more than 100% from the disaggregated global indicators, and this variation largely due to methodological differences with and among the countries. So the nationally generated indicators are desirable to influence the local policy, while the disaggregated global indicators are appropriate for regional assessments. All of this suggested that standard methods and incentives are needed for the national indicator development. The next application is the conservation impact assessment in Cambodia. From foundations, we obtained the information of how much they have invested in where for conservation purposes, and we wanted to quantitatively assess to what extent the investment made a difference to deforestation rate. A linear regression model was applied, and after multiple factors adjusted, we found that it's clear in the eastern plain of Cambodia, the non-conservation investment slowed down the forest loss, and the greater investment had a bigger impact. Finally, I want to thank ACB for the invitation and the opportunity. And I want to thank my coworkers at NatureServe and all our partners and collaborators who made this work possible. Thank you.